Hi, welcome back to another video. I'm Aniska, and if you're here for the first time, I teach people how to do different things that they may not have learned in school. And in today's video, we're going to be learning something nice. This video is going to be talking about how to open a bank account in Jamaica. And it's for anyone, really. You can be regular resident, self-employed, overseas resident.
Oh my God!
Overseas resident, under 18. So really and truly, this is for everybody. Just stay tuned.
Back to the computer. Oh my gosh, I'm such a nerd. Let's see if I got any new comments. Oh man.
Let's talk about a bank account first of all. Specifically in this video, we're going to be talking about a savings account. Cool? Savings. Now, a savings account is a bank account that lets you store money securely while typically earning interest. This means the bank pays you to keep your funds deposited, with annual yields on some accounts receiving 1%.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
It's something. I know. It's something though. Some of them lower, believe me. Also, unlike investments, saving accounts are federally insured up to a lot of money. So you will not lose your money if the bank fails. It all depends on which bank, financial institution, or building society that you'll be saving with. So remember, it's safe in savings accounts. Whoa. My gosh, I should market for these people.
At a point, she's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Anyway, let's talk about why you need a savings account, especially right now. Using a savings account creates some distance between everyday spending kept in your checking account and cash that's meant for a later date, right? Like an emergency or for a vacation. So you can have your savings account there, getting ready for a vacation or your emergency fund or something. So it's wise to have a savings account. Yeah. Let's get more savings account. Can we normalize getting savings accounts? Yeah, that's something that we need. Let's normalize that. Before you, I don't know, do something like something what society or culture push you to do. Get one savings account. Are you saving? Are you safe? You're safe with a savings account. These people need to pay me. I have such a great marketing voice. It's for sure.
You guys act like you've never heard people say this before. It's just because I'm gonna step. I'm actually gonna say what everyone else is thinking because it's the truth. But I'll say.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's why I need a savings account. I would recommend that anybody watching this video, get a savings account as soon as you can. Anyway, right, let's talk about getting a savings account, especially here in Jamaica. There are a lot of requirements that you need to get a savings account. They need this information to be sure that you're safe. Do you guys get this motif of safe in savings account? Oh my gosh.
That's our slang. That's nobody's slang but our slang, the Dan Gorgon slang.
Alright, so you need this account. So you're going to be required to have identification. Of course, you're going to need an ID. So this can be a national ID, and you can check out my video on getting your national ID here in Jamaica. You're going to need your TRN. That's required. You're going to need proof of address, proof of source of funds, proof of this, proof of that, your passport size picture. You're going to need a lot of things, but let's talk about all of them, yeah, for specific individuals. So for regular people, these are people, I'm saying they're regular because they're not under 18 years of age, nor are they living abroad. So for regular residents who are adults in Jamaica, this is what you're required to have when opening a savings account. For different financial institutions, they require different things. So I recommend going there and asking them first. All of them have pamphlets on how to open a specific savings account for their bank or financial institution or credit union, whatever it is. Ask them for a pamphlet on the things that they require specifically. Some may ask you for 1 passport size picture, others may ask you for 2. And know that we're in Corona, some of them ask you to just sign up online. So go to them first and ask them what they want, right? So as I said before, for persons who are living in Jamaica and are adults, these are what you will be required to present when opening a savings account. You'll need a proof of identification. This can be your school ID, your national ID, your driver's license, your work ID. You're going to need a proof of residence. Now, they need to know that you live somewhere, because they say you're Jamaican, we see that you're Jamaican based on your ID, but we want to know which part you live, right? So usually on the back of your national ID, your address is there, so they can use that for a proof of address. Or you can bring a utility bill, but make sure that it's not older than 6 months. Yeah, 6 months is usually the period that they say, oh, okay, you still live here. Yeah, so a utility bill would be great. What else I can get? A receipt would be nice, like your renter's receipt. If you're paying rent, you know, they have the whole thing, your lease agreement, whatever it is, you need to prove your address. Yes. All right, another thing you'll need is name and contact of 2 references. Your references can be ministers of religion, justices of the peace. Those are what I use, so those are what I always remember. Can be like some prominent figures, you know. Public figures, yeah, regular public figures, people like, you know, lawyer, somebody, yeah. But as I said before, go to these financial institutions first and ask them exactly what they require in order to be on that straight path. This video is a generalization of what they want, so be sure to visit them and ask specifically. Another thing that you'll need is your TRN. Necessary. Please bring a tax registration number. Yeah, bring it. You're going to need also the minimum funds required to open the account, and this is something that you're going to find out when you visit them. That's why I'm saying go there and ask them what they want in order to bring all of these things to them. Yeah, because some banks, they require you to bring like a minimum of $2,000 to open a savings account. It's not to pay to open it, it's just money already put in it. So they're not going to take your money, it's going to be in your account, but they require you to give this money while you're opening the account. Cool? So some require $2,000, I know some require $5,000. It's different. So you need to ask in order to make sure that you have the minimum amount required to open the account, right? And the last thing here is proof of source of funds. This was something that got me this made me take so long to open my account. So basically, a proof of source of funds is proving that you can put money in the savings account and proving that you're putting legal money in the savings account. All right, your proof of source of funds can be like a pay slip that you get from work, or you know, something, I don't remember what they call it, but you can use your pay slip as that. If you don't have a pay slip, you can ask your manager or whoever you work for a pay slip, and they write one. Yeah, write one and they give it to you, and you present it to the bank. If you don't have one, like I didn't, you can ask your parent for their pay slip, because one thing that they ask you when you're opening a bank account is how will you put funds in the account. And the options there are different. You know, you can have like parental support, and you can put parental support or your guardian or whatever, and then you put the person's name, and then you present the person's pay slip to see, to show that for sure this person works legally and they can provide money to put into the savings account. So definitely do that. So basically, that's what you need if you're a regular resident of Jamaica, meaning you're an adult living in Jamaica. Now, if you're not 18 as yet, your parent would need to go to the bank with your birth certificate and add you to the account. Yeah, it's really that simple. Ask your parents, and then based on that, you can do your business as a teen. Yeah, and if you're an overseas applicant, this one is a little bit tricky, but let's get into it. So for overseas applicants, you're going to need 2 proof of residential addresses. These are notarized copy of recent utility bills or bank statements. Oh, bank statement can be a proof of residential address, bank statements. Also for overseas applicants, you're going to need to show proof of employment. So you're going to need like a letter from your employer or a recent payslip or a valid work ID. Other than that, people who are overseas who want to open bank accounts in Jamaica, they're required to have valid identifications duly notarized. So at least one ID must be a passport or permanent resident card. So you need to show your passport or your permanent resident card. And you'll need 2 completed character reference forms. Those, yeah, you need, who are non-Jamaicans, you need at least 1 referral from a reputable financial institution. Don't ask me, people, I'm just the messenger, honestly. Also, you'll need a notarized copy of birth certificate for minors and non-Jamaicans, and notarized copy of tax number. And if the original documents are presented to the UK rep office, they do not need to be notarized. So basically that's it, really and truly. So if you live overseas, those are the things that you need. If you're under 18, all your parents need to do is go to the bank with your birth certificate, add it to that account that they would have already, or open the account for you. And remember the requirements. If you're just a regular adult living in Jamaica, then you will need ID, proof of source of funds, minimum amount required to open the bank account, your TRN, your proof of address, and am I missing anything else? And your references. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you know somebody who doesn't know this information, send it to them. And if you didn't know, now you know. All right, bye guys, please stay safe, and until next time.